Welcome to the Active Aging Resources Podcast, where we celebrate and support the journey of aging with warmth and compassion. I'm Kathy, your host, a dedicated senior home coach, certified senior housing professional, and aging in place specialist, here to serve and support you. Each episode, we bring you insightful conversations with amazing professionals who are committed to enriching the lives of seniors. Whether it's tips on aging in place, transitioning to a new home, or downsizing, we're here to help you thrive. Stay tuned for heartfelt stories, practical advice, and valuable resources that celebrate and support an active and fulfilling life. Make sure to subscribe to our podcast and visit activeagingresources.com for more insights and inspiration. Hi, everyone. Today I am going to be interviewing Savvas from Guaranteed Rate. We're going to be talking about reverse mortgages here on Active Aging Resources. So I'd like you to introduce yourself, Savvas, and tell us a little bit about what you do.
Hi, thanks for having me, first of all, Kathy. This is
You're
great. I
welcome.
love what you're doing here. I think it's important to educate people, especially with all these different products that are out there financially to help them. Um, and I'm proud to be here. So, I mean, I've been in the business for about 20 years in the mortgage business, and I help people generally with, purchasing a property. And throughout the years, you know, more and more products keep coming out to help people. And, reverse mortgages has been something that's on the rise, especially over the last couple of years. There's a lot of equity. There's a lot of baby boomers. There's a lot of opportunity for them to save money and to stay above board, if you will, with their monthly income. So this product for reverse mortgages that we're going to talk about is really pertinent right now.
Wonderful to hear. I know that there's been a negative stigma attached to the term reverse mortgage. Can you explain what's changed in today's marketplace?
Well, there's been, over the years, a big government intervention. The program has been overhauled from what it used to be. And actually, I would argue that, more consumer safeguards are in place. There's HUD counseling that's required, so the person understands exactly what they're going to be going into, what the benefits are, what the qualifications are, how to protect yourself. There are guaranteed distributions and credit line growth. There are protections if the market drops, for example, and values go down, you never owe more. So that continues and stays in place for you. And it has protections for the surviving spouse as well. So I would argue that it's actually much better than it's ever been.
It sounds that way. Interesting. So, with 54% of US baby boomers, those born between 1946 and 1964, own their own homes free and clear, why would these folks want to take out a reverse mortgage?
So it's a great product for many, many reasons, but primarily supplemental income or to cover large one-time expenses in retirement. Um, when an unexpected expense comes up, the homeowner has another options besides drawing on their savings. It's all about comprehensive retirement planning and offering, options for the customer. They're definitely guided, and it's not for everyone, but there's a huge benefit, especially if you don't want to drain your savings or your retirement and you want to have that extra cash somewhere and saved up. So it's a great tool for that.
And so many older people, especially 70 and older, own their homes outright today. So they have that equity sitting there. So I guess why not use it if necessary?
Right. I mean, it's
Um,
there. It's there for you. It's there to help you, and I've run into quite a few people who are in, difficult positions where they have to draw on their retirement and maybe their retirement is just gonna, drain too quickly, you know, or
absolutely.
they want to give something afterwards, maybe to their child or their grandchildren. So there's a lot of things like that come into play.
Say they wish to remain in their home, they wish to age in place. So, how would a reverse mortgage be beneficial to them? I see it as a way to do home modifications, perhaps to make the home a safer place as they age.
Hmm.
And that certainly is a reason to take out a reverse mortgage, and then you don't have to pay on that until the property is sold. Is that correct?
Yeah, exactly. So there are no payments that you make. The only thing that you have to cover basically are taxes and insurance, but you're you're essentially utilizing the equity of your home to take care of your expenses,
Your expenses.
or more. You can really use it for anything. Um, and how much you can actually borrow and how much you can use depends on the equity of the home, how old you are, and that's a whole different calculation. But it allows people to stay in their homes,
Hmm.
the ones that they've been in many times for forever. Utilize that as a tool to stay afloat, and to, I guess, take care of your daily expenses. You can use it even if you want to go. You can use the money for vacations too, if you really wanted to. But you can use
Interesting.
it for anything, even repairs of the house. There's so many things you can use it for, and there's no restrictions on that.
And there are no restrictions. Okay, so what are the most common applications do you find for the reverse mortgages?
So, the most common application that we see is a customer looking to do away with a mortgage payment, right?
Okay.
So now you have no more payments. That's a common application. Um, and it makes a lot of sense if you think about it. If you know you're going to stay living in the property, what purpose does paying down the loan balance really serve?
Interesting. Um, so, what are the requirements needed for approval? Most people who I guess take one out, obviously they're not working, so you must have to have a certain amount of equity in the home.
Yeah. So requirements. So essentially, it is kind of a case by case here, but essentially, it's very different from a normal mortgage. It's really nearly not as strict, and it's based off of equity and age. So, we're
Equity and age.
and your age, correct.
Okay.
So we're looking to make sure that you can pay your property taxes and insurance. That's the big part.
Mhm.
And there's no minimum credit score requirement, and there's no debt ratio. So you can essentially have no income that's documentable. Maybe you have Social Security, or there's no income coming in, maybe, and you're still able to get this financing. Um, yeah. So and it's and essentially allowed on any type of property as well, as long as you live there.
As long as you live there. So, what if you live there and you want to put an accessory dwelling unit on the property, which is
So
now becoming increasingly more popular?
right. So, well, you can essentially take out a lump sum amount as well, and you can use those funds, as I mentioned before, for anything. You
So,
know,
you can build an accessory unit.
even if it's to build an accessory unit.
That is wonderful. And for retirees wishing to downsize or right size their home, so they're moving, they want to move into a new home, you can also use a reverse mortgage for that. Could you explain how that would work?
Yeah, that's something that's happening a lot now, and more people are discovering it and thinking that, wow, maybe I can really do this. So let's say that you have a house and you sell it. You've had a home and it's free and clear, and you're going to sell it for, let's say, I don't know, $500,000, or I don't know, let's just use $500,000 as an example. And you purchase another home, maybe you're downsizing, and you're buying it for $400,000. And it's much smaller. It's built so that
One
oh,
level
so
with
many reasons to do it, right? And let's say that the logical thing you would think is to, okay, I have $500,000. I'll put $400,000, and I'll have no mortgage, and I can pay this off, and just live there. That's one option, but you can utilize a reverse mortgage on that purchase as well. So rather than taking 400,000 of the 500 to purchase this property, take 300,000, or take 250 of that, or 200,000, depending on that new home, and then finance the rest of it. That way, you're not throwing all of your funds, or the majority of your funds, into the new home. So you can essentially buy this new property with much less money down, have that extra nest egg in the bank, and then utilize the benefits of a reverse mortgage to continue staying in that home, and it'll make your mortgage payments essentially. So you won't have any mortgage payments, and you'll have money in the bank.
Wow. I mean, this sounds like a fantastic way for our elders to thrive in retirement and beyond. Um, are there any other products being discussed in the mortgage industry to address the future needs of our aging population, or is this the best one?
Well,
It sounds
I
like
don't
it.
know whether or not it's the best or what's the best and what's worse and but it really it comes down to the individual and what their needs are, right? So,
Right.
this product, it's come a long way from the predatory past, if you will. So
Hmm.
many products in the past seemed predatory, and some actually really were. And moreover, it's offered in different program types, to accommodate different applications for customers. So does the customer, so there's other applications. So you can, does the customer want a line of credit? You can get a line of credit that allows them to draw on the funds as they need it.
Right.
Do they want an income stream? Are they looking for a fixed rate product to pay off, a previous mortgage balance? Maybe they have a great low rate on the first mortgage and, they're looking for a no payment second mortgage. You can do that as well.
Okay.
So it's not what's the best product out there. It's what's best for each individual.
Okay. And how to best utilize it for your individual needs.
Yeah,
I get
yeah,
it.
an exciting product. Again, it's not for everyone, but it's super helpful, and again, there's a lot of fail safes, and it's important to go through the training that we offer, and we go through in great detail. So it's a discussion.
Okay. So if anyone is interested in learning more, they can reach out to you and I'll have your information below.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, I think that, you've really answered a lot of questions regarding reverse mortgages and how important they can be for people who need them
Yeah,
and who find the right way to utilize them. All right. Well, thank you so much for your time,
you got it.
your expertise,
I
and I'll
appreciate
talk to
it.
you soon.
Yeah,
All right.
thanks, Kathy. Take care and good luck with the podcast and everything that you're
All right.
doing.
Thanks so much. All
You
right.
got it.
Take care.
You too. Thank you.
Bye bye now.
Yeah.
Thanks for spending time with us today. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave us a review and share it with those who would appreciate it. Don't forget to visit activeagingresources.com for more heartwarming stories and invaluable resources. Until next time, remember to take care, stay active, and cherish every moment of your journey. We're here to help you every step of the way.